good. How are you guys?
Doing great.
So, for your character, Cochise, explain to us what the Volm are trying to do with the Ishveni and what their goal is, because it seems a little bit muddled in the big context of things. And there's some of the other Volm that are under Cochise's leadership that maybe doesn't feel the same as Cochise does about the humans.
Right. The Volm race in general is used to coming to planets to liberate them from the Ishveni, because we've been doing this for centuries around the universe after they tried to attack our planet many, many years ago. So there's some backstory that we have with the Ishveni that has not been fully revealed yet. I think season 5 wrapping up, it's coming yet to be filmed. David Icke will back me up on this when we talk to him, but he's got some big plans for tying that Volm Ishveni story together. That's coming in season 5. But in the meantime, yes, we're hinting that we have backstory. We know more than we're letting on, maybe about the Ishveni's master plan with what they're doing to the universe, not just Earth, So what we're used to, there's such a huge picture. The Earth, to my father character, Wastachab, and the rest of the Volm, they're kind of, the Earthlings are just one more planet that we need to just put the indigenous tribe aside and we'll fight the Ishveni and let us do our thing. Cochise is the one who took the time to befriend and find out that humans are a cut above, a little different than any other species we've ever encountered before.
Exactly.
So I think that's what he's getting some humanity, and he's learning a lot from these humans and their relationships. Watching the family dynamic between these kids and their dad, Tom Mason, and what that all means. And of course, Cochise has his own father issues, and so he likes what he's seeing in the Mason family, and I think Cochise kind of is envious of that and wants that kind of family dynamic for himself too. Yeah.
Well, I think in one episode, the Ishveni Overlord mentioned to Tom that there was a greater threat coming. And is that going to be highlighted a little bit more in this season, or is it going to be?
I think that's a season 5 wrap up.
Okay. Okay.
Exactly.
We'll tease it though.
We'll tickle it.
And for your character, for young Matt, he's in this like reform school for the Ishveni, and you finally get out, but your girl is still in there. Are we going to see a reunion of that before the season ends?
Boy, I sure hope so. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
The girl that played Mira, Desiree, was a lot of fun. We usually don't have kids on the show, so having her there was very refreshing.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we may never see her again, but there's always a possibility of something going down. We might come back to the camp, or she might find us.
Well, I love that your character still is kind of against killing, even though there's so much death and mayhem around you. When you stop your dad from, Tom in the show, when you stop him from killing that rabbit, even though you guys haven't eaten, you don't want him to kill anything.
Well, I think it's definitely a sensitivity issue because I am a young character.
Yeah.
There's always that, I always thought of it as that one episode of Fullmetal Brotherhood when they get trapped on the island.
Yeah.
And it's like they learn, oh wait, I should eat the ants because, well, I haven't reached that stage yet. I'm not mature enough to know that we need whatever we can to survive. So Matt's a little bit ignorant almost in not shooting the rabbit, but it's his innocence. And I think he does break through that innocence in the show.
But I think the writers do a good job of keeping you as a young person. So many times you find in TV shows where they try to age the actor too much, even in an apocalyptic situation. It's nice that you're still a kid.
I'm glad they didn't go all out and make me like some sort of rebel.
Yeah.
Just like, I hate everything. Classic rock sucks. Stuff like that. I'm glad they didn't do that. Yeah.
Okay.
I want just really quick about the makeup for Cochise. When you get into a character, when you get into the mode, do you find your mannerisms not until you're actually in the suit, or do you map that out before you get in?
I try to map out my characters. I've played such a myriad of characters over the years, and all of them, I want to make them all different from each other. The makeup will inform a lot of that. So will the script, the story, and what's written for me and what's intended for me. So getting coaches on to me the first time, the only acting direction I've gotten on the entire series so far was, put your hands down. Because my first instinct is to get them up by my face and emote as I talk. Because coaches has
all the time.
Right? I do it anyway as a person. So, and the coaches with his dialogue is so smart and so intricate and technical that in order to get it out of my mouth, it helps for me to gesture with my hands, right? So, and I love you back. But it's coaches is more of he comes from a warrior background. He was born into battle, so he's not expressive. He's intelligent and confident. So hands down, hands down.
Absolutely.